Right, apologies for not being here last time. I know I was meant to be reviewing the final edition of the Sarah Jane Adventures, but I didn't have enough time. I was really busy with things. Yeah, so apologies for that. However, here's a review of The Next Doctor, the Christmas special for 2008. It was a brilliant episode, so let's go talk about it. So the general synopsis of this episode is that the Doctor lands in Victorian London, and he hears someone calling for his name, Rosita, she's called, and when he's there, he meets another Doctor. Now, Rosita, this new Doctor's companion, she's found what they call a cyber shade, which is basically like a Cyberman, but a bit more primitive, and it collects information for the Cyberman to view. For the Cybermen to view even. The Cybermen are observing all the pictures that the cyber shade's taken, and they only recognise this new Doctor. So later in the episode, there's a funeral, and there's this evil lady there called Miss Hartigan, and she's friends with the Cybermen, and what happens is she brings a whole fleet of Cybermen along, and they start killing everyone apart from a select few people who own all the workhouses. That all makes sense a bit later on in the story. But meanwhile, whilst this funeral is going on, the two Doctors are searching the house of the person who's just died. Yeah, and they find these little info stamp things. They're kind of little cylinders that contain information that the Cybermen use, and they can be used as weapons. So one end twists and it goes and it turns into a weapon, I think, and then the other end twists and it reveals all the information. The new Doctor, he finds one and he twists the end, and he finds all of the memories, and he realises that he's not actually the Doctor. Yeah, so a little later on, the Cybermen have managed to take over a big, huge warehouse, and what they need for this workhouse is children to basically work in it, because they're trying to build up power for a big Cyberman robot thing that's going to destroy the city. And that's where the people at the funeral who didn't get killed come in, because they all own the workhouses, and so they all force the children in. So once they've got enough energy and they've got this big robot just leaps out of the sea, well, it kind of emerges from the River Thames, and Miss Hartigan is sitting at kind of a control point around loads of Cybermen. Now, at this point, she's become the Cyber King. Basically, she's kind of been transformed into sort of a half Cyberman, but she's still human inside, and she goes really evil. She starts trying to destroy the city. The Doctor, number 10, Tennant, he gets in the new Doctor's balloon, which is quite appropriately called a TARDIS. Now, I forget what it stands for, but it does stand for something, and it fits. So what he does is he goes up in this TARDIS with loads of the info stamps, and he's got a whole load of them on a belt, and he just fires them all at the cyber machine thingy, and it all kind of tumbles down and kind of boom. So my general view on this episode was that it was quite a good one, actually. I loved the setting. Brilliant to have another Victorian episode. I do think they've done a bit too many, though, sometimes, because you think, can they visit Victorian London anymore? But I don't know, I think it makes a good setting. It's quite good drama, because obviously all the streets are dark and all mysterious. And I don't know, it works, but then it kind of gets a bit tiresome sometimes. Now, I love the idea of the Next Doctor, of having this new Doctor who could possibly be another Doctor, the future incarnation of the Doctor. Although, the spoiler people said that he was actually a con man in the beginning, right? But thanks to Doctor Who magazine, this issue here, thanks to this one, on, which one is it? I believe it was on page 5 or 6, in one of those articles at the very beginning of the magazine, which I was reading a few days ago, it announced that the spoilers weren't true. And so I was thinking, oh, well, maybe he's going to be a con man. That's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. But obviously he wasn't. The one thing that I didn't overly like about the episode was the fact when they had obviously this new Doctor, certain parts of it just made me think, well, hang on a minute, he's definitely not the new Doctor, because when they were at the funeral, they were watching this funeral procession go by, and it was him and Rosita, and he was saying, God bless them, or something like that, and I think, hang on a minute, the Doctor doesn't believe in religion, the Doctor's a Scientologist, he believes in science, you know, so why would he say that? Now, I also like the idea of the big cyber monster, big huge cyber robot at the end. I quite like that, but I did wonder how they were controlling it. Whether there were people inside still, but there shouldn't have been, because all the children ran out of the warehouse as it was just about to emerge from the Thames. But I don't know, I just thought it was a bit odd how it just happened to walk when they weren't controlling it or anything. They were just sitting there and it was walking. Also, how do you get a robot like that under the sea without anyone noticing in Victorian times, or in any time for that matter? You know, and even if you don't import it, yeah, like you're gonna import it from Mars. If you don't import it, then I don't think many people are gonna be able to build something under the sea. And if they do, then I think there's going to be a big problem with water. So, out of 10, I would probably give this episode an 8 or a 9, probably. Let's say 8.5. Be going between the two marks. Yeah, because I would only really drop it that 1.5 or 2 or whatever, because of the flaws that it made in the speech and the fact that it was kind of a bit obvious that this other guy wasn't the new Doctor when you actually got into the episode. Other than that, though, it was a good episode. I liked it. You know, good setting, good characters. Loved the idea of this new Doctor, and also brilliant way to bring back the Cybermen. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. Yeah, cool. Obviously, I'll enjoy that because I did it and stuff. Yeah. Join me next time when I'll be reviewing the first of the 2009 specials, Planet of the Dead, which is set to air around Easter time, so expect my video then. Bye.